Here with co-head coach Jess Jobe following Northwestern State's 1-0 thrilling overtime victory over Southeastern here at the Lady Demon Soccer Complex. And Jess, just to start, what were kind of the emotions immediately following that game? You know, it's a stalemate, 0-0 stalemate at the end of regulation. You get the breakthrough goal in the first overtime by Hallie Field. What kind of emotions are you feeling right now?
I mean, I think with a game like that, the first one that it always hits is relief. I mean, we just, you know, we felt like it may come on a moment like that, especially playing down there. You know, that presents a particular challenge. We had to make some changes, obviously, to our system and where some players were playing, being down a man, and so, you know, it's not a favorable situation, and there's plenty of reasons for us to go into that overtime thinking it's just not going to fall in our favor, but our team just kept believing, and it's just it's incredibly inspiring to be a part of something like that, and to be just to coach this team and this group, and the way that they're just going along with us, and you know, just every step of the way, there's no quit and there's no stopping. And we, you know, even under the circumstances, we felt like we could go on and win it. So, man, we're relieved to get the 3 points and to get the result that we came after today. But man, it was hard fought and it was hard earned. So take nothing for granted and keep moving forward. But man, we're going to celebrate it today.
Let's talk about the goal. Let's talk about what led up to that goal. I believe it was Olivia Dragicevic who set up that goal by earning that corner and a big-time hustle play for her.
Oh.
I mean, those are the kind of little things that set up a breakthrough goal.
No, you're right. I'm glad that you describe it that way as a little thing, because it's a little detail. I think there's a lot of temptation, I think, in that moment, just to let it run out for a goal kick and just okay, let's get back into defend. We're playing down. You know, we if anything, we wanted to go into that overtime to hold the tie and still earn our point. We would have really felt okay about that in the end. And you know, so for Olivia to fight hard to get around that player and force her to defend on the end line and then win the corner, it's just one of those little details, and it's just another one of those parts of our team identity right now, where it's just even those little things, we want to be detail oriented and just never stop fighting. It was an opportunity for her to make a play, and man, it's a huge moment. It should not be overlooked.
Take me through Hallie Field goal from your perspective.
Yeah, I mean, the one she got her head on the one right before it, and it deflected off a Southeastern player and went over the crossbar. And I think without that deflection, I think that would have finished it just one corner kick before. And you know, so we felt like, you know, it's one of the things we talked about, you know, just with the change of the system and the change that we had to play. You know, set pieces were going to be a moment for us to kind of come alive a little bit. We felt like we had a good advantage. We've been dangerous in those moments, and so, you know, I think there was a lot of belief right there in that moment for our team to say, let's end it. You know, we're stretched, and it was tough. So, you know, it's just a moment of determination on her part. We got a great ball delivery from Kyle, and Hallie, you know, had the confidence to go up and kind of put the game on her shoulders in that moment, and well deserved. She had a great game, and what was solid for us all day in the back, and then finished it in the front. So, you know, she had a big game.
You kind of touched on it with my first question. You know, you unfortunately have a player who gets 2 yellows and has to leave the game. So you're playing a player down. What does that say about the grit of this team, where you're down a player yet you still are able to get a breakthrough goal?
It's tremendous. It's tremendous, and you know, that was a tough moment for Natalie to, you know, really feel like she's letting her team down. She's coming off. You know, it's an emotional moment, and you know, right there, as we're talking to our team, it's, you know, we lifted her up in the moment that, you know, the team just kind of took on that challenge and said, we're not going to use that as an excuse. It'd be easy for us to say, oh, we're playing down a man, and second game of the weekend, you know, really tough opponent in Southeastern, and a lot of credit to them for really stretching us, and they made it really difficult. So there's a lot of reasons to feel like it was in doubt in that time, but they just kept going. And so it's just part of who we are, and you know, I think it's something that you desire as a coach and you desire as a team to be able to say that. But I mean, it's moments like that we'll point back to and say, man, we've been here, we've done it, we've pushed through, and we have a reason to be confident in those moments. That's part of who we are, and that's part of our identity.
Sure. And then finally for you, Jess, you know, you're going to celebrate this gritty win for the win that it was, but in the macro, best start in Lady Demon Soccer history for you guys. And it's also the first time that you've had 5 straight shutouts in the history of this program. What does that say? What do some of those numbers mean to you immediately?
hard this past fall, and we had some big goals going into this semester and this spring. And so, I think really for them just to see some of that hard work pay off, where it seemed like it could have been our time to kind of catch our breath and take it easy last fall. We really pushed them, and we really put the gas pedal down, and so I think seeing some of that come into fruition and then being rewarded in that sense of, and it's much more than a coaching accomplishment. It's a team accomplishment. It's history for all of these players being a part of the team that can say that they did that, and that they broke a record that hasn't stood, that is the first time. So it's just it's an amazing accomplishment. Just really, really proud of our players and just the group and the character that they bring every day to practice, and they deserve it.
Thanks, Jess.
Thank you.